Today, we're actually going to do the biggest country in Africa, which is South Africa. And actually, I think it is the easiest one that we have to do left anyways. Pause. At this time, IC3P does not realize that he will soon encounter possibly the worst round he will ever encounter when going for a perfect score in GeoGuessr. Even though it is the biggest, but I think it's the easiest. It has English, it has good road signs, and I think things are labeled very nicely. He thinks this will be a breeze. He is excited to complete the country of South Africa, but soon he will be regretting his entire life choices that led him to this moment. Let's just get in there. Starting off in round 1, we have a location that is fairly gettable, so of course, IC3P does this. Wait a second. There's the chicken thing there. Are we here then? I believe we are. I have locked it in and we have a first 5K of the video. Took a little bit longer than expected to find that pinpointation there. But this is a beautiful location. Wow, look at that. The only beautiful thing about this video is this round. I think we're right here, guys. I think this is it. It curves off over there. It curves off over there. I'm locking it in. And it is a beautiful 5K in Cape Town there. I thought it was going to be a little bit more difficult. Ended up being very easy. This was the final moment that IC3P knew happiness. From this point forward, it was, well, I'll just let you watch for yourself. And now we have maybe a more difficult round. We shall see. Never before in the entire Explore Mode series has a time-lapse been sped up to 8,000%. This was a very long search. I guess we confirm and go on this way. We have a road that just goes up. Oh man, that was the worst round I've ever had in the Explore Mode series. Did IC3P just say that was the worst round he ever had in the Explore Mode series? Little does he know, that will not even come close to what is ahead. So let's just get out of there and let's go into round 4, which looks a bit better. It looks a bit better because we have like a hotel or something here. I'm sure you have heard the phrase, the calm before the storm, and this would apply to round 4 as it was actually fairly easy. But there it is, Malafin Macadamia, and it's due west. You know what I mean? So I think we're right here, and if I'm wrong, I'm not gonna be. Let's go. 5K. That one took a little bit more time than anticipated. And now it is time for round 5. Just one more 5K and we can wrap up the video and get a platinum medal in South Africa. Easy, right? We're on to the next round. Oh no, please. There's no intersection here. What the heck? Okay, this is gonna... Why would they throw this at me in the last round? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why did they do this? They already... And it's a dead end as well here. It's a dead end as well. If this is isolated coverage, if I can't even get out over here, I'm going to be very frustrated. I'm already frustrated. What is this last round here? This is ridiculous. An absolute ridiculous last round here from GeoGuessr. It's a cool location. It's got some cool mountains. Is it fun for moving? No. Not fun for moving at all. But I can only go this way. So we have to hope that there is information this way. Otherwise, it's going to be a GG's. I managed to find a singular intersection with some sort of sign here that is just unlegible. Completely illegible. But there actually is a few other signs here that I could use. Bergfontein or something like that. Yeah. Okay. At least I have something to look for. Albertinia as well. At least I have something to look for. And I have to assume that this location is going to be somewhere in this general region down here, you know? I just have to kind of assume it's probably going to be somewhere in the mountains. Is it findable just off of what we have right now? The answer is like probably not, I would assume. But never say never, I guess, right? Never say never. I mean, I really don't. I can't confirm that we're even in this region here, but I think you have to kind of assume. Albertinia and Bergfontein. I'll give it a little search. That's crazy, guys. We have Prince Albert, which is basically Albertinia, and you have Bergwater, which is basically Bergfontein right here. But like, That's not it. Ah, it's so frustrating. Guys, I regret to inform you all that I went fully to the south and north, and we have hit dead ends both times. So I have received all the information that I am going to receive in this round, which is super duper scary for me because I am in round 5 and I don't want to redo this, of course. So the question is, am I going to be able to find these places in South Africa? I don't think it's up here. The names are different up here. I think I was searching in the proper area. I think we're somewhere over here, all the way over to over here, and maybe we're a bit further north, possibly, but I don't think so. And the thing is, these places, they might not be on the map. Like Albertinia, it may not even be on the map. So this is very tough. I'm gonna have to get creative, I think. This might be the longest round of my life. Oh my god, guys, Albertinia, we have found it. We found Albertinia. It's all the way down here. But where's the other place? I don't see the other place, which is a little concerning because there might be multiple Albertinias around here. But this does seem like a place that we are in. This looks like a good place that we are in. Oh man, Blomberg? Was that? I think that was it. I think it's a nature preserve. All right, let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's go. We have to find that intersection is the first thing we have to do. We have to head to the east. We have to find that intersection. And this is tough because we're on a dirt road. It's going to be a small white road on the map. And as you can see, there's actually a shit ton of small white roads. So, oh man, this is not going to be good. This is just not good. Please, please help me. And I'm asking anybody in the entire world or outside of this world to please help me here. We are heading east. I mean, it's an east to west road kind of, but it curves a little bit. There are a couple of houses around here, a couple of farms, I should say. They're very sporadic. There's nothing close to the road. They're all kind of a little bit of the ways out. Here is the intersection. Can I actually go towards Bergfontein? I cannot. I cannot, but it's a three-way intersection. We have a road that goes this way, but that's definitely, I think, just a private drive. We are fairly close to the mountains, it would appear. That could actually be helpful. We're fairly close to the mountains, which means we might be somewhere up here somewhere. But we are at, I think, a three-way intersection. And it's just a matter of looking for it up here in this mess of white roads. And this is just scary to me. See, I'm just not liking my odds here. Look at this. There's just a segment of road floating in space. I can't imagine that this map is even updated properly. I mean, look at this. It's just a line here. This is just an absolute catastrophic mess of roads. And I am somewhere here. I just am somewhere here. It's a chicken slaughterhouse. Don't know if we're even close to that or not. I just don't know. We have a road pointing to this nature reserve. I'm pretty confident in that. Unless there's something else that I missed, I'm pretty sure we're going to this nature reserve. And then to the south is Albertinia, which is right over here. And I just, you know, this is surely a paved road here. So it's one of these very small, you can barely even see them, white roads. And this is actually the worst possible situation you could want in the Explore mode series, because of the worst possible option that I could have gotten in this series. At this point, IC3P has everything that he is going to learn from the information given. He must trust that not only is the road marked correctly, but everything that he can see is also on the map, or he will never be able to get this round. All right. I have figured out something that doesn't make any sense at all, but it is the best option because this round's impossible. And so basically the road angles kind of add up. And I don't know. I thought GeoGuessr always makes sure that you're at an intersection for their official maps. I thought that was the case. So if so, then this strange little thing might be it. And this is just not, it doesn't exist in what I'm seeing here. The problem is we are in generation 3, so this coverage is a bit older. So either the map is out, the map is probably newer than the coverage, so there's more roads than what we can see here because the coverage is a bit older. We have like a gorge over here. I don't know, none of that's going to be on the map, but we come over here this way and I think it's a little too close on the map. I think it's further away actually, but we're heading like southeast and that does actually make sense, and maybe the distance actually works. If this is actually it, this would be probably my greatest 5K ever, but if I miss, you know, it's kind of expected, to be honest with you. But we're heading southeast here still. As I said, we are traveling a little bit here to get to this intersection. But it curves back again a little bit. Now we're heading practically east, which does happen. I mean, it does happen. And then we go more to the east. And then finally we approach another curve. And finally, this intersection that had the only information, which heads off to the north. Bam. There it is. The problem is this road does not go to the mountain. It actually goes in a circle back this way. So I'm not sure what the hell this sign is pointing to. If it does go off, wherever it goes. But this is where I'm going to have to put my marker here. If this is correct, I'm literally going to be the most happiest person. Otherwise, we will have to do this again. It was a little bit further up the road. Yeah, we were at this. Apparently, there was an intersection here. Apparently. That sucks. That really does suck. This was the road that it was going to. And that road doesn't really go to anywhere either. Nothing really goes up here to the Blomberg Private Nature Reserve. Super unfortunate. We actually got the right road too, just at the wrong part of it. It's almost identical. Look at this. It's almost identical the way this is shaped too. It's almost identical. That is just so unfortunate. The thing is, this road was not on the map at all. That road was not in the round, but even more interestingly is that the intersection IC3P was looking for the entire time didn't even exist at all. Take a look at the Google map coverage for this location. As you can see, there were indeed 2 dead ends in the north and the south. Our location was here at the far north. Let's examine each intersection that appears in this round, starting from the far north. As you can see from the map, there should be a forked intersection here going off to the northeast and the due north. As you can see, there was only one road, and this was actually our spawn point. There is no road that goes off in the northeast. There is just this one right here, and of course there's nothing that goes due north, which should be this direction. The next intersection on our way down south is this one, which is the road that IC3P thought was the road that goes to the nature reserve. But if you click here and turn directly north, you'll see that there is actually no road here at all, unless you count potentially this gates that has no visible road here. So again, another incorrect map placement. If we now go further south, you'll see there actually are some buildings and another road heading south. If we click here and open up the map, we will look south and we do actually see this road. This is where we saw that information that was of course illegible, and we do have houses. This is perhaps the only correct thing about this map. However, if you turn to the due north, you will see this is the road that heads to the nature reserve. What? You're saying there's a road that goes due north here? Well, that is not on the map at all. So the intersection that IC3P was searching for the entire time didn't even exist on the map. Going down south, this is the location that IC3P ended up guessing at. There is a strange little intersection. I'm not even sure what to call this, but if you click on the exact spot and you look around, you'll see that there really isn't anything over here unless you count this, what appears to be tire track or something. That is obviously not a road. So where is the intersection? I do not know. The final intersection that was on the map is actually the furthest far south that IC3P got. There was coverage further down the road, but this gap here is too large to jump to. Surprisingly, this intersection actually is technically on the map. As you can see right here, there is a road that goes off that way. But notice the road angle. As you can see, it goes pretty much due north and then turns to the right. Well, this direction would be due north, and there is no road. In fact, the road doesn't even curve at all. It looks like it goes straight all the way over to the horizon. Well, we got a gold in South Africa here today. 24,933. It's not bad. Last round, I was standing here for 30 minutes. Not happy about that one. I think I'm just going to upload this one because let this be a lesson. The 5th round, especially if that being on the 5th round, that was the first round, I would have just skipped it. We would have been fine. But I wasted 30 minutes of my life, 1 hour and 3 minutes total to do this all over again for what was an impossible round. That's a good round in an AI generated, type of map, but that is not a good round when it comes to the explore mode where you're trying to 25k. You just don't want to be having those type of rounds. So I guess I underestimated South Africa. At the beginning of the video, I said it was going to be easy, but this is not going to be easy. This is going to be a challenge that I'm going to set off to do, and hopefully we can do that in the next video. But that is a tough ending to the day here. I'm definitely a little sad. There was something in the bottom of my stomach that was like, maybe this is correct, and to be honest, that was a pretty good guess for what I was given. But it's not a 5k, it's not a 25k, and therefore we failed. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.